One day, Mom brought Grandpa home. His hair was completely gray now. From then on, we would all be living together. I tried to shake his hand, but he didn't respond. Slowly, I realized this wasn't the Grandpa I used to know. His eyes were filled with sadness. He barely spoke. Most of the time, he just stared into space, like his soul wasn't even there. Mom stopped letting me watch cartoons. The TV was always set to the news, so Grandpa could have something to watch. She would sit beside him, flipping through old photo albums, trying to bring back his memories. But he showed no reaction. Sometimes, he didn't even want to look. It made Mom cry, and even as a kid, I could feel the sadness filling our home. Then one day, I found an old photo. Grandpa was just a little boy in it, missing a tooth, holding an ice cream, standing in front of an old car. Suddenly, I had an idea. On the back of the photo, I drew what I imagined that moment looked like. The very first time he saw that car, his face full of wonder. A few hours later, Grandpa noticed the drawing on the floor. He picked it up, just a few simple lines, but somehow, it stirred something, a memory long buried. He remembered seeing that beautiful old car, how it had completely captivated him. The next day, I found another photo. Grandpa and his friends riding bicycles. Again, I drew a different angle of the scene on the back. After I left, he picked it up on his own. And just like that, he remembered the joy of riding with his friends. Seeing a hint of expression return to his face, I kept going. I found a photo of Grandpa and Grandma. This time, I drew the moment he first fell in love with her. I handed it to him directly, and it worked. He remembered their first date, and the woman he had loved his whole life. For the first time, he smiled at me. Day by day, with these little reminders, Grandpa began to piece his life back together. His final days were no longer empty or lost. Until one night, he suddenly got sick. He kept trying to leave the house, as if something urgent was waiting for him. Mom struggled to calm him down. I quickly grabbed the photo album and showed him another picture. It was him, his wife, and their newborn daughter. On the back, I had drawn him, holding his crying baby. It worked again. He remembered that moment, the joy of becoming a father. Then he looked at the woman in front of him and finally recognized her. Slowly, he reached out and held his daughter's hand. Sometime later, I came home from school. The house was quiet, no TV, no sound of snoring. I looked at the empty couch and understood. Grandpa was gone. I was heartbroken for a long time. During those days, I couldn't draw anything. One day, I picked up the remote, now mine alone. But without thinking, I left the TV on the news channel. Mom saw how much I was hurting. She took out the photo album and showed me one last picture. It was Grandpa when he was young, painting. That's when I realized he had loved drawing too. He drew because art carries emotion, and it was that emotion, that spark, that helped him remember his life, even through the fog of memory loss. So I picked up my pencil again, and this time, I decided I would never stop drawing.